Welcome back to my channel. I just got home and I was at work, you guys, and I didn't eat lunch this morning or breakfast this morning. So at work today, I was like really, really hungry. And the first thought that came to my mind, if any of you guys are in the Hangouts, go let the Hangouts know we're live. So I'm at work today, and I was like, first of all, I don't know if you guys know this, but like, hey Jason, I don't know how to say this. I get triggered to eat food that's like not healthy for me. So I'm at work today, and I'm working, and I was hungry because I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I forgot to eat breakfast. And so I thought, what am I going to do? You know, I don't want to eat anything unhealthy. I don't want to eat anything unhealthy. So I went over to the, it's like where they have the hummus and stuff in Kroger. And they had this corn salad thing. So, hey, Crimson Roads. So I grabbed the corn salad and just kind of like munched on that. It was just corn salad, roasted corn salad. So it had corn, olive oil, and like bell peppers in it. And that's all it was. So I just had a little bit of that. Bought that little, it's like a little package, and ate that to hold me off, right? And hey, Rachel. Hey, welcome to the family, girl. And so I was like, okay, that will hold me off right now. I got a big bottle of water, and I drank that. Well, yesterday when I went grocery shopping, I bought avocado, I bought lettuce, I bought mushrooms. I mean, I bought all kinds of stuff to go in my salads, and that's what I'm having right now. So I have some tuna, just a little package of tuna in here with some lettuce, romaine, and iceberg, some carrots, avocado, because I am obsessed with avocado, you guys, and a little bit of cheddar cheese, but that's it. And I love salad, especially with raw mushrooms in it. I love raw mushrooms. So this is what I'm going to have for lunch. Then I have to go pick up Nate from school. But anyway, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about a couple of recovery channels that I think you guys will really, really like. So, Addict to Quit with Zach. He's really new to our recovery community. He's trying to taper off Suboxone. He was on 32 milligrams, and I think now he's down to like 14 or 12. But he really needs our support over there. And his channel's called Addict to Quit with a 2. ADDICT 2 Quit with Zach. I'll put all their stuff down in the comments when I get a chance. Then there's Derek Lambert and his friend Ashton have been making videos. And I did not know this, but Ashton has 39 days sober. I think his 40th day sober is today. And I thought for some reason that he was in recovery for a long time, or I don't know why. I guess I just didn't hear that part. But we need to go over there and support Ashton, you guys, because he needs all of us to help him to stay in recovery. I watched one of his live streams yesterday, and he was struggling with triggers, and you could just see the look on his face, like he was really going through it. And he's a guy, and, he's a man, and you know how guys are. Like right now, he's not working, so he feels really insecure about himself because he's not able to make money like he was when he was in his addiction. And if I don't know how many times I can say this, but if you guys have time and you can stay off work and really work on your recovery for a couple months and not have to go to work right away, take advantage of that shit. Because once you go into work, it's hard, because what happens is your job, sometimes we get so into doing our jobs will take precedent, and then we'll forget about our recovery and we'll fall back in our recovery. So you could just tell that he was really struggling with his self-esteem and the fact that he's not able to bring in money to support his family. And anyway, so he's over there on Derek Lambert's channel. And I think he has his own channel, but I'm not sure. But he's always over there on Derek's channel. And so he needs our support. You could just tell that I mean, seriously, he was really he was upset yesterday about not being able to work. And I know how that feels, but I also know that it is so worth it if you can stay and just work on your recovery. I mean, the first year of my sobriety, you guys, I went to meetings every single day. And me and Nate, I would put Nate in the stroller and I would walk to meet my friends so we could go eat and do stuff together sober. My sober friends. You know, a job is important and it's nice to have a job, but your job doesn't define you. If you don't have a job and you are working on finding one, learn how to love yourself without having to have that validation because you're making money. And that's what I listen to me. A job is a great, like, esteem builder, self-esteem builder, confidence builder. But I'm telling you, you've got to learn how to balance out that recovery with the job hand in hand, because I'm telling you from experience, I have relapsed over and over and over again because I would start a job, get promoted, and start working like 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and not take time off for my recovery. But, so they're doing a bunch of videos over there. I mean, Derek has been uploading like every day, all kinds of neat videos and stuff. So you guys need to check it out. I wish that I could edit. When I learn how to edit, then I'll be able to put cool little thumbnails up instead of just my face. But, if you're new in recovery, do not get discouraged about not having a job or not being able to go do things that you normally would want to do. Don't get discouraged. It's like taking baby steps when you first get sober. We have to learn how to live our lives back in the world without drugs, you know, and we've spent so many years just getting high and using drugs and alcohol to cope with life, you know. So if you are working on, you know, your sobriety and trying to stay sober, just take it one day at a time. Take it 1 minute at a time if you have to. Recovery is about making progress, but stretching your progress out over a span of time. You don't want to rush everything all at once, because when you rush things, you guys, we don't soak it in. When you're working on your recovery at the beginning, you want to soak in all the information you can, and you want to make sure that you retain the information, because that's what happens is we try to start accomplishing things that are not. Listen, 40 days sober is an amazing feat. But if you're less than 6 months sober, you need to focus on making a schedule of going to meetings, calling your sponsor, reading your big book, prayer and meditation. Like, those things need to be your number one on your list of things to do. Because listen, you guys, a year or less is baby. You're a newborn baby in recovery. Just take it as this. Whatever amount of days you have sober, that's how old you are since you've been born. So if you've been sober for 40 days, you're a 40-day-old baby. You're a month old. That's it. That's not a lot. At a month old, we're not even walking and talking. Mm-hmm. I'm a baby. Okay, you guys, I'm only 3.5 years old. I'm a toddler, so I'm not too far ahead of y'all. You really need to look at it like that. Because what we're doing is we're totally rewiring our brain, you guys. We're totally learning new things. So if, like I said, People with less than a year sober don't need to be worrying about helping other people. They don't need to be worrying about being a role model or look, seriously, you guys, you got to focus on you. It's a selfish situation because you won't be able to help anybody once you get 3 years sober if you're not working on yourself. You'll never get to that point because you'll keep falling back. Do you know what I'm saying? You really got to take it easy and focus on yourself. You know what? There's a time and a place to help, okay? Do what you can. And that's the thing. What happens is when we think we can go and do all these things to help others, then what happens? Then we forget about ourselves and we don't take good care of ourselves. So that's why it's important to let your sponsor or mentor guide you and direct you in how you're doing things. You know, if you really want to help others, when you go out and you're at the meeting, you can make the coffee. You can go introduce yourself to all the newcomers and shake their hands and welcome them. If you don't go to meetings and you're like online and stuff, and you're 30 days sober, you can take it upon yourself to be the person who greets every person that comes into the chat and says, you know, welcome, my name is so-and-so, and I'm the hospitality of the group. And that could be your way of helping until you get some more clean time underneath your belt. Because that's the thing, you guys, we will get tripped up on trying to help other people, and then we'll fall on our faces. And the thing about addicts that are active in addiction, we take. And if you're new in recovery and you got all these people taken from you, you don't know how to set healthy boundaries. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to say, I'm only 30 days sober. I can't take this. That's why you've got to let someone else guide you. Okay? You don't know it all. You don't know what's best for you. You got you into this situation. So now you need to sit back, relax, and let someone guide you. Hey, dry mouth. Take it easy. Let someone else show you the ropes, because I just know, you guys. I know from experience. When I first got sober, I tried to jump in the deep end and I almost drowned. I got discouraged because I wanted to help people. And what ended up happening is I ended up getting taken advantage of. I ended up giving people money that were basically ripping me off. People that were saying they needed help, and then they got my money and they went and got high with it. Mm-hmm. When we're less than a year sober, we don't have good discernment. We can't look at somebody and say, like, I don't mean to say it sound like this, but I've been doing this long enough that I know when someone's serious about wanting to be sober, you guys. You know why? They will not give me no shit. They will do whatever I say to do. I will say, okay, you want to get sober? Okay, go to a meeting tonight. And they'll call me back the next day. I went to a meeting. It was so great. I mean, they will be so ready to do whatever you suggest. The reason I know is because I've been there. I remember when I wasn't ready and I just kind of would say I was, but I really wasn't. Anything that was suggested of me, I would have an excuse of why not to do it. You know what I mean? And we've all been there. We've all been there. But we really got to take care of ourselves before we try to take care of anybody else. And I don't know why I got on that tangent for a minute, but I really want you guys that are new and just starting out to really, really, really take it easy on yourself and realize that there's no rush. There's no rush. There's no end to this. This is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Recovery, there's no destination, no finish line. I remember I was always in a rush to do stuff and do things because I thought that I was going to get to this finish line and like be done and be cured. But it's not, that's not how it is. We're constantly growing and evolving and learning more about ourselves on the inside. And there's even sometimes, you guys, where I have to like take a day and like really just focus on me and get and understand that like I can't help everyone, because it gets discouraging when you try to help people and then they kind of like just blow you off, or they act like they want it and then they don't. It's sad, because you get excited for the person. And that's why I try to really work hard on not getting emotionally attached to people, you know? But when you're new in recovery and you're new to helping others, you don't know how to set that boundary. Be careful. That's all I gotta say. Be careful. If you're trying to help people, be careful. Have boundaries. Make sure that you protect yourself first. Make sure that your sobriety and your recovery comes first. Because if it doesn't, then you don't have shit. Okay. Reach. That was good. Hey, feel good? Okay, guys. So I made this. I've got these new eyeshadows I've got to show y'all. While we go upstairs, I'm going to plug my phone in. Feel Good was in the chat yesterday when I was over there. Hi, Phil. I was telling everybody about Ashton and telling them to go over there and support their channel because he needs our support. You know, my husband is a lot like Ashton in the fact that he like is very sensitive and very like you can tell that that he really feels, you know, feelings now. My husband's the same way, and it's so sweet. Okay, can y'all hear me? All right, let's put these eyeshadows up. Okay. We gotta support each other, you know? And for real, if you're just, like I said, like I was saying earlier, jobs will come and go, you guys. I've lost a job in my recovery. I got fired for attacking a girl. Trying to beat her up. So don't get discouraged if you don't have work right now or you're used to making money, because listen, I'm telling you that your job is that's not a reflection of you. When you're early in your recovery, all that matters is that you're staying up on your recovery and you're like really working hard on staying sober and focusing on you and only you, okay? Because a lot of the times when we don't focus on us and we get off track, that's when everything will go to shit. Been there too many times. I've been down that road, and I don't want you guys to go down that road. Oh yeah, it does. And I'm telling you, like losing jobs, I'm the queen of that. Like I said, I've been fired for so many jobs, it's unbelievable. Now, in my recovery, I've gotten really good about, you know, being a good employee. So I don't really lose my jobs now, but I did at the beginning. My first year of sobriety, I got fired from a job, and I cried my eyes out. Look at these shadows on the top, you guys. They're like these glitter shadows. Y'all are going to die when I do my makeup with those. Hey. Okay, let's put that stuff away. No, I'm not rich. Yes, I love makeup. Let's put these. Oh. put that in there. I have so many of these like glitter eyeshadows. Okay. Let's put that away. Okay. I need to charge my phone. Thanks. You know what? I've never been to a Def Leppard concert before, but I'm telling you what, I love the music. I'm an old school kind of girl. Old school kind of girl. It is so freaking hot in my house, you guys. It's like, ugh. But, okay. So, we just had salad for lunch. I'm drinking my apple cider vinegar water. It's not that bad anymore. I'm kind of used to it. Kind of like tart, you know, but it's not too bad. It's like 70 degrees outside today. I don't know what the deal is. So, since my topic today is dealing with triggers, I want to tell you guys that, you know, triggers are just a thought. They're just, usually maybe you're going down the road and you see the old liquor store we used to buy alcohol at. And that triggers a thought in your mind. If we can practice learning how to change our thinking when we get a trigger, then I'm telling you, it's the magic thing. Like, I still get triggers. I'll go down the road in this place called Main Street here where I live, and I used to buy crack there all the time. And every time I see a certain color, this maroon like Impala, I think it's my old dealer, right? I don't know why. My mind always goes there. It's like clockwork. And instead of obsessing and tossing that thought around in my mind, I change it real quick. Because I know that what's happening is that's just triggering a thought in my mind. I have the power to change that thought. You know? And as long as I don't focus on that thinking and focus on making that thought an action, then I can stay sober today. That's really what it's all about. Focusing on making sure that I don't take action on my thought. Yeah. So if you can take your thoughts, not act on them, and you're winning half the battle. That's all it is. It's learning to cope with those thoughts and self-control. Because when we're in active addiction, we ain't got no control. We're out of control. And so, that's why a lot of us run around like crazy people, because we're running around acting on our thoughts, you know? So if you can just, like I said, stop that thought. If you have to, take action doing something else. You know what I mean? Call one of your friends. Go play basketball. I don't know, you guys. Go to work. Just change the thought. Anyway, I'm going to let this phone charge up. I love you.